Hello, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster. Today we're going to be going through and trying to beat it without attacking. The rules is we cannot die, but we can use Phoenix Down and lives and everything. Don't use the attack man, and every other attack is acceptable. We go through the game, and we're going to name our first white mage Estelise. We're going to name our second white mage Dende, Vivi for our first black mage, and for our second black mage Harry Potter. We go through a few cutscenes, and then we start our game. And I check to see if this is even possible. We first start by doing ×4 gil and EXP because I am short on time. We see if this is even possible, and it is possible. We defeat our first enemy. We go defeat Garland, leveling up maybe a few times, and Garland is actually a pretty easy boss. No problem. We talk to Sarah, get the loot, King builds the bridge, cutscene, we visit Granny Matoya, defeat some pirates, and sail across the sea to our first dungeon, the Marsh Cave. We quick save, and this boss has given me quite a trouble in the past, but this time gives us no trouble. We get the crown, we go to the Astos boss fight, and again beat him first attempt. We give the eye to Matoya, who gives us a Jolt Tonic. We go wake up the real king of Elfheim, steal from the Princess Sarah to get the Nitro Powder, get another cutscene, and go into the Earth Cave for the vampire fight. We do that no problem. Obtain the Star Ruby, give the Golem his lunch, and go get the Earth Rod. Break the seal, and we go and fight our first fiend, the Lich. The Lich is actually our easiest fiend too, because we have Diaga and Firaga to deal with him. We get the canoe, we go immediately to the Ice Cavern and get the Levy Stone to get our airship. And you know what the airship means? Leveling up or classing up through the Rat's Tail and Bahamut. Now that we are the next class, White Wizards and Black Wizards, we take on Merilith, and we defeat her first time. This run is actually looking pretty easy. We get the Bottled Fairy, get Oxale, and go right on to the next dungeon without much trouble. We get the Rosetta Stone so that we can talk to Duolingo later and fight our Kraken, but he kills us on our first attempt. Kind of surprised by that. That was our first death in the entire run. But on the second attempt, I get life off just in time so that we can all get experience the same. And just like that, the Kraken goes down. We talk to Duolingo here, learn an entire language, and for our troubles we get a chime. We visit our friend the Dying Robot, get the Warp Cube, and go immediately into the tower. We get Adamantine so that we can forge Excalibur, and we take on Tiamat. Tiamat kills us on our first attempt, and I don't have time to get full life off, so that causes a reset. But the second attempt goes much easier and goes down, which means it's time to go to the final dungeon. But we've forged Excalibur first, even though we can't wield Excalibur. We just do it for fun. But now it's time we go into the Chaos Shrine. With the crystals in hand, we break the seal. And with the loot that Sarah gave us, we break yet another seal, which means it's time for the final 4. We start off with the Lich. And again, the Lich is going to be the easiest of our final 4 because we can damage it on both fronts, white and black wizards. Goes down first attempt. We quick save and go on to Merilith. Merilith goes down on the first attempt too. And at this point, I'm thinking that this is probably the easiest run that I've ever done, challenge-wise. It wasn't actually that hard up until this point. Everything kind of flew by. As a matter of fact, I recorded this whole thing in one session. But we quick save, and we go on to the Kraken fight. The Kraken also doesn't give us much trouble as it did in the past. In fact, it was even easier. Maybe because we have Holy and Flare. But he goes down on the very first attempt. And at this point, I leave to get back all the elixirs that I used, and we take on the final fiend, Tiamat. And Tiamat goes down on the very first attempt, meaning that we only have one trial left. Chaos himself. This is it. This is the end. We have brushed through the entire, breezed through the entire game. And he starts off with a tsunami. But I get Protera and Invisra off, along with 2 flares. But the flares don't deal as much damage as I would like. They only deal around 440 damage on average. So this is going to be a very long fight. He auto-attacks Dende, getting him significantly lower, but 2 Hilagas heal us right up. Everyone being above 500 except for Vivi. 2 more flares to take him down. He has about 20,000 HP, so this is going to be a long, long fight. But we do have Holy on our side too. So maybe that much damage will get us by, but it doesn't deal that much. It only deals about half of what Flare does. But we keep on trucking. And I remember that Harry Potter doesn't have the resistances that the rest of us do through items. So I null all him so that he's resistant to all elemental types of damage. And we just keep throwing flares his way. I have Dende use Hilaga on all of us to heal us up, and Estelis to use Holy, just trying to keep on top of the damage that he's dealing. And it goes quite well. We are dealing quite a bit of damage to him, but it's only very little at a time. I really like when he uses Flare or Blizzard even sometimes, because that does even less damage. And I'm able to get 2 holies off. This time he uses Flare against us, and it deals a massive amount of damage, 200 each. Vivi's not looking too good. Harry Potter not far behind Vivi. So I have to heal next time. I have to not deal as much damage. But 2 Hilagas should put us right back on top, and if he used another Flare, both my Black Mages would have went down. But he uses Blizzard, giving us a fantastic opportunity to heal. And those 2 heals get Vivi and Harry Potter back up to full. And almost the entire party. His Cyclone, which deals a little more than Flame or whatever it was, but not as much as Flare. Again, we have to heal next time.
My name is Austin Mills from Harlem, New York. But yeah, my love for music stems from an early age. Back to me.
But we cast our last Flare spell. We've already ran out of flares, so we use elixirs on Vivi and Harry Potter to get them back up to 9 uses of flare. And Blizzard does not look like a great option for damage, only dealing around 150-ish damage. He auto-attacks Vivi, almost killing him in one hit, and he doesn't even have haste on him yet. Meaning that I need to heal again next time, or Vivi is at risk for dying. Earthquake misses us, so it gives us a free opportunity to attack him and heal up at the same time. Earthquake being an instant kill move. But he does the one thing that I did not want him to do, which is use haste. He now probably has the ability to one-shot any of my characters. So, thinking on how to counteract that, I try and cast Slow and Dispel on him. But he casts haste again on him. And I'm thinking, well, maybe if I slow him, he won't have haste. But Slow misses. And so does Dispel. So I try one more time to try and slow him and Dispel him. But it doesn't work. He still has 2 hastes on him. And I know that I won't be able to get rid of those hastes, so I just have to endure it. He attacks Dende, almost downing him in one hit. Surprised by this. Maybe I can do this, I think to myself. I get Hilaga off, but my white mages are running out of spells. He attacks Estellise as well, and I'm flabbergasted at the fact that he did not take down Estellise. We just need to keep up the damage. He's almost dead, I can feel it. But then Estellise goes down. And I'm thinking, this is the end. I don't have life or full life. I've used those spell slots. I need to use and dry ether to get my MP back up for my white mage. And I do so. But now my one black mage is out of flares for a second time. And he attacks Dende, and Dende goes down. But all I needed was one more Blizzaga, and the longest fight I've had with Chaos finally ends. Unfortunately, Dende and Estellise did not make it, but their sacrifice will be remembered, as we have taken down Chaos. Which answers the question, can you beat Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster without attacking? And the answer is yes, you can, as we find ourselves on a cutscene, and all the way to the end. This is Cheesy Paladin signing off, and I hope you have a wonderful day.